At the old Zill Nursery, when it was located on Federal Highway in Boynton Beach, the grove part of the business was full of seedlings coming up under the grafted trees. If the seedlings were out of the way of the tractor for moving through for spraying or picking or mowing, then the seedlings were left until they fruited. And Lawrence Zill and his two sons, Walter and Gary, would vote when these seedlings would fruit. They would put X's on the trunk if they didn't think it was worth keeping, and a 0 if it was to be saved, to evaluate again, or to propagate. So it was like the symbols from tic-tac-toe for the voting. Other people got to taste the fruit often as well, but those three Zill men had the only votes. Those of us who were picking the fruit found this very annoying, because these would be up in the trees that we were supposed to pick, and we were not supposed to pick the fruit on these seedlings. So it would get kind of confusing sometimes. Anyway, I was a brand new employee there when this one fruited for the first time. And there were about 6 or 7 of us there tasting it, and we were all very impressed and agreed that it was one of the more intensely flavorful mangoes we had ever eaten. And those who were familiar with the varieties of mangoes growing in the grove that would have been available to cross-pollinate and make this new hybrid agreed that it seemed to have a mix of characteristics of the Valencia Pride and the Carrie. So I piped up with the observation that in Brazil, parents having trouble deciding on what to name a newborn child would sometimes combine the names of the father and the mother to make an entirely new, innovative name for the child. So I said, how about Valcarrie, or even Valcarrie, like the angels who give aid and comfort to the fallen warriors of the Vikings. Well, Valcarrie sounded way too hedonist and pagan for the Seventh-day Adventist Zill men, so they went with Valcarrie. So I, as a brand new employee, actually got to name this. So here we have VC on the fruit, and this one we want it to be well ripened before eating. With a Carrie, we like them best when they're kind of this coloration, when there's both sweet and tart. But with a Valcarrie, it isn't going to taste good to most persons until it's at this riper stage. It does have some juice, so it's not a dry mango, but it is more thick-fleshed, I might say, than many mango varieties. So some juice does run out of it, but it is quite a nice pulp, basically no fiber, and it's not for the faint of heart. It's powerful. I don't think it's possible to be a richer mango flavor than Valcarrie. And I don't get to eat a lot of them, I mostly eat defective fruit. These Valcarrie, the tree isn't very large and there's grass under it, so even when they fall, they're perfectly nice and very rarely have any bird pecks or squirrel bites. I guess it's too strong for them. And usually clean from fungus or any other problems. Some trees, some years the Valcarrie trees do not produce well, but other years they do give pretty nice crops. So it's not the most heavy producer, but every single fruit is definitely worth having, and you may find that it's not one you share readily. You'll want them for yourself, and ship any Tommy Atkins and other such, better to ship fruits for presents. They look so much prettier and all that. The skin on the Valcarrie is tasty, so you don't even have to peel it to eat it.